Morgantown, and in a place known for yan dogs and pepperoni rolls, probably some liquid refreshments, the Mountaineer faithful ready to go here in Morgantown. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the Kansas Jayhawks taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by and the Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So West Virginia's offense will get the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Kansas offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, they're not going to do what happened last week. You can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab, it's White. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Mountaineers are in the hurry-up.
West Virginia.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. Touchdown, West Virginia. A great catch and run for 6.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W.
He'll pull it on the read. Pass the sticks, and he may get more.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll leave it with him. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. And the Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Makes the grab. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. To the air on 1st down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Power football with the run. Look out, he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Mountaineers have their offense in high gear.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets it fly. Looking to get it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Mountaineers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've hit them with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's White. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Trying to start the drive with a pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires one high and deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Morgantown, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's take the old country roads on our way back to Mountaineer Field.
We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes. They've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Fights off a defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake. Fires on the move. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds. And the Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, sniffing the goal line. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big 4th down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Oregon is ahead early right now, but years past they've had Michael James or Joey Harrington. They don't have that guy this year, and that's why this is tight. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this top 5 matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Gives it on the option. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22. A 3rd down try for the offense.
22-yard line. 3rd down coming.
We've reached the end of the period. It's West Virginia on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying play action. Unleashes one. Got it in the middle. It's Pickett. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Jayhawks want to pick up the tempo.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Pickett. Ball is loose. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Third down play from the gun. Makes the catch. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a first down.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, Kansas.
Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Got a man, it's Barnes. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. Breaks the tackle. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They punt it away on 4th down. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right, and he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch? Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense got it. They're on the run. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Back open in the middle. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Grab near the marker. It's Pickett. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quickly to the tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one. And the Jayhawks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. The Jayhawks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Trying to barge in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Going for 6. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A 69-yard touchdown drive. Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got to get it to have a shot.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play.